Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Little Miss Recap is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Reality Roundup. I didn't do the music. Here we go. Yes. Welcome to Reality Roundup.
On it this morning, kids. We are on it.
It's Little Miss Recap. Amye and Amanda here. We got your reality news.
Yes,
all the
we
news
do.
that's not fit to print.
No, none. Well, all the news that's fit to put into a shared Google Doc.
That's a real Gen X reference right there.
It sure is, and I like it. All the news that's fit to print. Yeah, all the news that's fit to put into a shared Google Doc.
Yes.
Which is how we manage this.
Shared Google Docs, I think, can go on infinitely.
I think they can.
Yeah.
They really kind of change the world.
Yeah. Guys, I'm watching Ransom Canyon, and let me just say,
yes,
I'm going to talk about it more in depth at the end, but it is filling a void in my life that Virgin River left.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Okay.
Good. I'm glad you get to have this in our little co-host chat. There was a lot of conversation about it last night while I was at acupuncture, and because I never watched and have no idea what you're talking about, I was able to just go boop, 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 boop,
yep, just scroll
and get
past.
to the point
Keep
where we were
scrolling.
talking about vacations and whatever else we were talking about. So
What are you up to? You went to acupuncture? How was that?
I went to acupuncture last night. It was good. So tonight I actually have, so as you're listening to this last night, I have one of my beloved things that I do for myself, which is an acu yoga class, which I think I've talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
And my acupuncturist is the one that does it. And she messaged me yesterday. She's like, look, I know you have an appointment tomorrow, and I think you're on the list for acu yoga. Do you want to, we can move your regular appointment. I'm like, no, I really feel like my body needs all the things.
Okay.
If we could have 17 more things to do to help my body figure out what the fuck's happening in the world, that would be helpful. So it was good. I had what she calls a little acu nap. So you're not like totally asleep, but you just kind of like,
you drift off.
You just drift off, and it was really nice, and came home. And what did we watch? We finally got to finish last week's Love After Lockup and The Handmaid's Tale, Amy. Have you watched this week's?
We'll talk about it in What Are We Watching?
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Oh. Wow.
I cut the grass yesterday.
I know you did. What did you guys? Were you guys both out there on your zero turns
We
doing
were.
your little dance?
We were
doing your little romantic lawn cutting dance. I have this vision. I really, you know, the music
like Flight of the Bumblebee almost.
I want to like have a whole like drone video of you and Timmy just like going around your property with that music.
He was yelling at me yesterday though.
Oh,
because I cut in a circle and he's telling me no, I have to cut back and forth because I'm getting too many clippings in the circle.
Oh, I kind of like the circle look though.
Yeah.
I mean, whichever order you do it in, it kind of gives a different look.
It's just, it brings me joy. I can't explain it. I had my good headphones on so I could hear my podcast.
Okay.
And I was listening to Corey and Carly and Gypsy Rose.
Okay.
Awesome. And I was listening to their slander against Rod. You know, they better cut that out.
I know. I heard it too.
But it was good. It was good
too.
Yeah.
We have a tiny little backyard. I mean, like smaller than this bedroom, little backyard. And so we hire somebody, like everyone in our neighborhood seems to hire the same landscaping company to come and cut it. It's $20 a week. It's like, okay, it's easy. And it is worth it, but I do enjoy mowing a lawn. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I had a bigger thing and if we owned a lawnmower, which my old development, I lived in a townhouse development and there was no responsibility of cutting grass.
Nice.
So I never owned a lawnmower because I never needed to.
Timmy hates it more than I do.
Okay.
I like it.
You like it.
He hates it.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of Timmy work in the world.
Yeah. Oh, we did Timmy work the other day. And I realized here's what I do. So we were pulling out bushes and so we had to cut them down, and then you get to the hard part, which is like
the stump.
I kind of disappear during the hard part.
I know you do.
This is what I do.
I understand.
So like, the kids need me. And I like ran in the house and then I came out and he had the hard work done.
That's so smart.
It's a little thing I do.
I'm sure he hasn't picked up on that at all in almost 20 years.
And then he's like, they were picker bushes and he's like, do you have heavy gloves? We need heavy gloves to, he has of course like the leather gloves.
Right.
Okay,
and Cody Brown.
Little gardening gloves. So I like can't touch anything. I'm like, ow, ow, ow. And he's like, just let me do it.
So in this week, we actually watched this week's diaries.
Mm-hmm.
And we got some Colty, which we'll talk about. But Colty was doing Timmy work.
I heard somebody
Colty's doing Timmy work.
Yeah, somebody messaged me. and was like, "You need to watch your Colty." I'm like, "First of all, not my Colty.
No, but he's
Second of
doing
all,"
weird shit, which you
yeah, I
appreciate.
like when he
There is
does.
no goat beard, though. The goat beard is gone.
Okay. Well, all right.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right. Should we talk about
That's a good lead into all our
yeah,
90-day
should we
hullabaloo.
talk
That's the
about
first on the
90 Day
list.
first? Okay, I have to get my remember we have to do timestamps for
Right,
this.
because people are interested in the timestamps.
Okay, so we'll do
And then once the
90.
commercials get put in, it gets all
Yeah.
kerfuffled,
Yeah.
but close
And
enough for government
stay
work.
tuned, guys, for when we do Sister Wives. We have an announcement about how we're going to cover this week.
Yeah.
So stay
Yeah,
tuned for
yeah.
that. Okay. 90-day news, Amanda. Where should we start? I'll do hunt news.
Yes, or as
Mm.
most people seem to be calling it, Mexican fuckhouse.
Mexico Fuck House begins May 26th. It's going to be on the Monday night slot.
I know. We're not covering it, guys.
We're not I've had enough of Rob, guys. I need to like calm down for a little bit.
He was in this week's diaries too. I was like, go away.
They really seem to have a hard on for him. Matt Sharp is fallen victim to him. See, maybe Matt Sharp needs like a little tough love from you.
Yeah, because I'm the one who doesn't put up with people falling for the bad guys. He had a hard on for Angela for so long and then for Big Ed and now seems to have it for Rob. He has it for the bad guys, but the problem is, and you know this as much as I do, if you ask the casual watcher of 90 Day Fiance, who are they going to say they know? They know
Big Ed.
Angela, they know Ed, and now they probably know Rob.
Ugh, God.
I hate it, but it's true.
Well, I will tell you that as I was looking up this stuff. So here's what happened. John Yates posted something about Colty and Courtney hooking up on this show. Courtney.
Yes.
And Courtney was so he wrote something like Courtney and Colt hook up, blah, blah, blah. So then this comment comes out of nowhere and it's from baby girl Lisa.
Oh.
And she's like, I heard
BPL
Courtney
has entered the chat.
She's like, I heard Courtney hooked up with Usman and then dumped him for Colt. Ha 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 ha. You know, because she still hates Usman. Usman. Usman?
Well, Usman. To be fair,
I just call him Soja Boy. I don't know his real name.
To be fair, the woman did lose a toe to the man in a sense. So
That's true. So I went down a rabbit hole and ended up on baby girl Lisa's Instagram page. And you guys will know
is that a horror show?
She has made Creed her whole personality.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, okay, this seems harmless.
Right. Yeah.
So there's that. That's in my breaking news.
Are her arms wide open?
Probably. And it appears she has some other dude now. So I don't know if they're raw dogging, if it's the American way. I don't know what's going on.
Do you think it's like a York local yokel?
Maybe.
We need to go to York and find her.
Isn't Creed from Pennsylvania?
No, it's Live that's from York.
Okay.
I don't think Creed is from
So
Pennsylvania,
this is
I'm going to validate that, but I think you're thinking of Live because they are from York.
Okay. This is the show that Colt gets hurt on. We all know that.
Yes.
So when you see the ambulance in the trailer, don't be stunned.
It's Tallahassee is where they're from.
Okay. Don't be surprised when you see the ambulance in the trailer.
Colt
it's
is
just
fine.
Colty like breaking his ankle or something.
Breaking his leg for like the 17th time.
Okay. Amanda, would you like to read the gossip and the diaries updates?
I would, but I'd like to stop with the other piece of gossip first that I added in. Lita. Remember sweet Lita? Put it in proper.
Mm-hmm.
What a delight she was.
Yeah, I hate
Appears
her.
to be great with child.
Oh.
As the kids say.
She's pregnant.
She's pregnant, which is a real problem because she's in and out of prison right now, for embezzling money from her bank job.
Oh, God, I hate that woman.
Remember she was almost a doctor?
Yeah, and she came from like a rich family, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then Eric, was it Eric?
It was Eric, yes. Oh, yeah. Eric, who was
he
like,
was
I was either
still
going
fighting the Gulf War.
He was either, I was going to go fight in the Gulf War or find a wife. I mean, these.
No, I think it was, I'm going to go kill bin Laden.
Yes, or find a wife.
He was real specific.
Yeah, he was real specific. And I kind of think at the time bin Laden was already dead. I don't remember.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe he was going to go fight Saddam.
Saddam Hussein. Saddam. Yeah, he was quite. I sort of, there are certain characters who you just love to hate so much, and I hated both of them.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he picks her up in New York, and she's like, "I want to see New York," so he takes her to an isolated cabin in like the Poconos.
I know,
and then has to go back, and then gets a cheesesteak in the Reading Terminal Market. One cheesesteak for like 7 people
for her and her family to split. That's because he couldn't afford to stay in New
Oh,
York City.
I
So he
know.
had to take her to the Poconos.
I
That was real bad.
know.
And then his daughter.
I know. I felt bad for Tasha. I mean,
Yeah.
the poor girl already was walking around with a tail on, so something
Yeah.
happened on the way to heaven with that one. And then and
Uh,
then to have to live with Lita, and I thought she was the one in the right all the time, Tasha.
Me too. Me
Yeah,
too. Tasha was the only one who had brains in that family.
absolutely, and I wanna say Lita's son was
Alejandro, I think.
Alejandro. It's Alejandro or Alejandro. Anyway, he's, like, 17 now.
Oh
The
my
picture of the 3 of them,
god.
I mean, he's not really 17,
Okay.
but, like, when
Yeah.
we met him, he was
He's
like a
like 35
4-year
now. Mhm.
yeah, he was like a little 4-year-old moppet, he was super cute. Now
Yeah.
he's like a gangly teenager.
I
I'm
got
like,
it.
"Oh, well, that
I
happened."
got it.
Guess time happens to everybody, not just me.
Well,
So,
Libby and
yeah,
Andre are gonna move to Moldova. What do we think about this?
Moldova. I think this is an interesting decision. I think it's a poor choice right now.
Ooh, okay.
I think it's a very poor choice right now,
Yeah.
given the geopolitical state of the world.
Will he be able to come back is what I'm worried about.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's the
Mhm.
immigration issue in the US and
Right.
his though I do he's not a citizen, but he does have a green card, I believe. I don't think he's become a citizen.
Listen, I am a natural born American
Oh, I know, and
citizen,
I'm
and
nervous
I'm
too.
afraid to leave. Yeah.
Oh, my company's having a big meeting in the summer in Toronto, and there's a bunch of people, natural born citizens of America who are like, "Ugh, I don't know if I should leave the country because I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
if they'll let
weird.
me back in."
Yeah.
Anyway, I the bigger reason that I think it's an issue is if if all of this hullabaloo, which is a really
Wow.
flippant way to say, the horrible war between Russia and Ukraine, um, if Ukraine falls, Putin's gonna go straight into Moldova next.
Mm.
Like, I wouldn't move to that country right now, given what's happening in the world.
Yeah, you wouldn't move near that region right
Right,
now.
I'd stay just far
Mhm.
away from that. Now, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, if someone said to me tomorrow, "You can go live in Amsterdam," I'd be like, "Okay, when do we pack?
Yeah.
Leo, I hope you like an airplane because we're going to Amsterdam." So it's not that I'm
Yeah.
opposed to moving to Europe, I just feel like that's dangerous.
Mhm.
Plus, I mean, Libby doesn't speak Romanian very well,
Mm-mm.
and I don't know
Is
if the
that
kid
the language that they
Mhm,
speak there?
yeah,
Okay.
and I don't know if the kids I don't I hope
The
Andre has
kids as
taught
dad?
I hope the kids is dad. I hope Andre has actually taught his kids. I hope their kids are bilingual
Yeah, maybe.
because, I mean, it's not hard to do.
I mean, I just don't know. I get that they hate Florida and they hate living around probably Chuck and all those idiots,
Then move elsewhere
but
in America.
move to, like, Colorado. Go live
Yeah.
near the Merrifields.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I
Move to
just
Scranton, Pennsylvania with Andre.
you would
I'll
enjoy that.
I'll go hang out with you guys.
You wanna be friends with them? Ooh, then you could maybe meet the Butthole Brigade at
I
one
don't
point.
really wanna be friends with Libby.
N I
Mm-mm.
don't know. I don't mind Libby. Of that whole group of people.
Yeah, yeah.
Libby is the best thing that came out
Libby's
of
the
her
best
family.
one of the podcasts. I agree.
Yes,
I agree.
yes.
100%.
Um, but yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? I do like the fact that Jake and Matt have talked about when they met them on the cruise. We got to
Mhm.
figure out how to get in on one of those cruises one day.
Yeah, they'll never accept us.
I know, but we got to
Whatever,
try.
fuck off.
Matt Sharp, we would love to come and we will talk glowingly about you the whole time. Do not ruin this for us. Anyway, that Libby did admit to the reason she was doing all the
Oh, the
nursery rhymes
songs is because they couldn't get the
'cause like the
rights.
right song
Yeah,
on the
that's
show.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
She doesn't have a bad voice. She
No,
doesn't have a
I
bad
mean,
voice at all.
anyone, literally anyone on planet Earth sings better than I do, so I have no room
Yeah.
to
She has a nice
shade
voice,
anybody.
and I mean, there's plenty of content creators who make content for little kids and do
Yeah, yeah,
incredibly well, so
yeah,
who
yeah.
cares? But yeah, I just don't think they should move to Moldova right now.
Okay.
It just feels dangerous.
What do you think about Lauren and Alexi possibly wanting another child? Is this frauded? She
This woman
can't do this. She can't do this.
this woman just spent
I know.
months recovering from horrific looking surgery for her
I know.
mommy makeover
No.
to have
No.
a baby to fuck it all up?
No. Don't do it.
Don't do it, girl. You have
Alexi
3
needs to put
children.
I hate to say this, and this is a gender stereotype and it sounds terrible, but Alexi needs to put his foot down here.
Yeah. I'd be like, "No, we can't we're"
Just as her partner. I'm not saying man, woman, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm saying whoever her partner is, and it's Alexi in this case, needs to put his foot down and be like, "We're not doing this."
After the surgery, she has such body dysmorphia. I
Mhm.
just
She
I
she
actually don't.
needs therapy.
She needs therapy. I've always liked Lauren.
I like Lauren too.
I get why people can find her to be a bit insufferable. I do. I get
I
it.
like her.
But I've always liked her. I think the things that make her quote unquote insufferable to most people are her anxiety and how it
Mhm.
shows up.
Mhm.
She's an incredibly anxious young woman.
Yeah.
Young woman, listen to me like I'm
Listen to
like
you.
900 years old.
She
But
needs she needs a
she needs a
therapist
therapist.
to work on the body dysmorphia and stuff like that.
And
The
yeah,
cure to body dysmorphia is not surgery.
no, it's not. Because you can't cut your mental health away because
Right.
that's
Like
what it is.
she needs to fix that part, and then if she wants to get the surgery, fine, but fix.
Mhm.
And I don't even
Garson Stace, same thing.
fix is not a good term, but come to
Resolve.
terms with and resolve some of those issues.
Yeah,
Then if you wanna do the surgery, fine.
have at it.
But
I don't
yeah.
care. Do what you want with your body, but it's just
Yeah.
I don't think they need another child.
Mm-mm.
I don't think
Mm-mm.
anybody needs 4 kids.
I'm not interested in watching that.
No.
No,
No, because then she'll become 4 under 4. It'll become a whole thing for her. But I just think given the surgery, she shouldn't be doing this again.
I agree. Tell me about Colt and Debbie. What happened?
So they've been estranged.
Why?
So remember, oh God, I think it was Single Life when Debbie met the Croatian Nazi,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
And on the tell all, she and Colt had a big fight.
Yes.
That was the last time they talked
Wow.
for
They were so
years.
enmeshed.
They were so enmeshed. He doesn't know right now, as of the most recent episode of Diaries, and he was on his way to or Canada to go visit her because he hadn't seen her in years. She didn't know he was divorced from Vanessa. She didn't know about.
Does she not go on Instagram?
Well, let me put it this way: she may know, but
She didn't hear it from him.
they haven't talked about it
Yeah.
at all. They haven't
Okay.
spoken at all. The reason he's out doing Timmy work is he's at his uncle's ranch in
Mhm.
Utah.
Mhm.
Utah, was it? Yeah. Being a farmhand. And
Mm.
there he is moving bales of hay and he's on a tractor and he
Okay.
looks real sweaty and he's got himself a cowboy hat. And
I
then there
need
was
to see a new picture of him.
a whole unfortunate scene of him lying on his bed with his legs straight up in the air and the little Terra
Oh, boy.
massage gun because he had a cramp in his leg.
Boy. Okay.
Yeah, it was real weird.
I
But
wanna I want everyone to hear me and to be very clear on this. I
yes,
am not attracted to Colt.
no, you're not.
I just find him real fascinating when he's doing weird shit. He's
Yeah,
weird, and I
he's
kinda
very
dig that.
weird.
Okay?
He's very weird.
But not attracted in any way. He is mostly a garbage person.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yes.
So don't come at me and be like, "How can you be attracted to Colt?" I'm
I'm
not.
not.
Mm-mm,
Not
mm-mm.
even a little
Nope,
bit.
not even a little bit.
Not
No.
even a little bit, but, the goat beard is gone.
I see that. Does he have long hair? Is that what's happening here?
No, I mean, it's not short, but it's not
Okay.
I mean, it's longer than both of our husbands' hair, but it's
Okay.
not like you would look at him and go, "He has long hair."
Okay.
You know what I
All
mean?
right.
He's got
Mhm.
like a
Mhm.
shaggy sort of haircut.
I
It
got
doesn't
you.
appear to be a real style.
Finally, to round out our 90-day news, are Sarper and Shekinah having problems?
I don't know.
So
I don't
here's
know.
here's what happened. Shabuti
Yep.
has called it fraudin', and he says when I think it was him.
Okay.
He said when something like when you leave tea on your stories for 3 hours, that means it's not true. I don't know what that means, but
Oh, I think
he's
it means like you didn't post it and then immediately get rid of it because you got over your snit.
yeah, like he seems to think this is all for the show.
Yes.
Okay. And he's been doing the gossip stuff a lot
For a
longer
long
than
time.
us.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I trust his opinion here. But someone asked Shekinah if they're having trouble, and she responded, "Let's just say you won't see us on your screens anymore." But
I
Sarper's still doing the oh woman and AI texting. Like he's doing some weird video like
he
this is
is.
why women are like AI because they don't have feelings. Like he's just being his misogynistic self.
And he's doing this exercise class in LA, which by the way, girl, if we get to LA,
Oh yeah, we're
we're
doing it.
fucking
We're doing
going.
it. We're doing it.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
care if we die.
He'll be
We're
like, "I
fucking
know
going.
let me ball in here. Why you come here?"
And then you can be like, "I'm Amy Archer. You have sent me cameos." And then
That's
he'll
true.
remember and
That's
he'll want to
true.
talk to us for a long time, which
That's true.
I would like to take Sarper out for coffee. I think that would be delightful.
I can't promise that I wouldn't fall for his magnetism.
There's something about
Mhm.
him.
Mhm.
There's
Mhm.
something about him.
Yeah, I like to think he's a fellow Libra. We know he's not,
No.
but for some reason that's in my head
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's such a weirdo. I love
He's
him.
such a weirdo. So, do we think that they're just trying to do this for an HEA? Now, Sarper and Shekinah are interesting because they were on, was it HEA
No.
or was it BT90?
They were on tow.
Okay. Okay.
They were on tow.
That's what I meant. What I say,
Yeah.
HEA?
Yeah.
I
They
meant
were
to.
on tow. They've been on a couple incarnations, but I believe they started on tow as the first time we met them, or
And
maybe.
we called it that they would be on
Oh
90 Day
yeah,
OG.
they're too they're
Are
too
they
interesting.
are they going to get an HEA out of this? Is that what they're aiming for here?
Oh, they would be on TV all day, every day.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
gotta, I
And
mean,
would you watch it and do you wanna see it?
yes. I actually, I can't believe how much I'm enjoying them this season.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Yeah.
how much I'm enjoying Sarper
Yeah.
because, yes, he's still a misogynistic caveman asshole dude.
He has made this season like, his love of animals and
Yes,
discovering
discovering America.
animals is lovely. I love it.
Is. I periodically think of actually your imitation of him going, "Now she look at me and see whale face." Doof, doof.
Choo, choo. I wanna have whale face on.
I know, I don't know what that means, but now apparently Sophie's going to look at Sarper and just see whale
Mhm.
face
Mhm.
after the poor guy puked his guts up on the boat.
All right.
I'm fine with them. I'm fine
Anything
with
else
them.
on 90 Day?
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay.
There's not, like, Starcasm hasn't had 90-day gossip in a while.
Mm-mm. It's a lot of just social media bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's not that interesting.
Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. All right, let's knock out Plathville, shall we?
Whoa.
All right.
So,
Trigger warning,
domestic
domestic
violence.
violence, intimate partner violence. Skip this part if you don't want to hear it. Go ahead,
Trigger
Amanda.
warning, just the Plaths.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, we just recorded our mailbag. Well, we recorded mailbag the other day. You guys will hear it tomorrow. No, Sunday. You'll hear it Sunday. You
Mhm.
will tomorrow. You'll hear it for as you're hearing this. And one of the question was, are we going to continue to cover Plathville?
Mhm.
And it feeds into all of this.
Yeah, one of the things that we said is well, why don't we tell everybody what happened?
Sure.
Do you wanna summarize? Do you have a better handle on it?
I don't know what level of handle you have on it, so I'll summarize.
Okay.
So, well, we'll talk specifically about this. So Olivia just put out a video the other day. If
Mhm.
folks have seen it, it's in Backdoor Friends. I've seen it show up almost everywhere. And it's, if you see the still, it's her sitting on her couch, her hair's red, she's got like a coffee cup in her hand. She looks all
Mhm.
cute, just kind of curled up in a ball. And is talking about her divorce. And we all knew that the divorce just kept getting fucked up, right?
Well,
Um,
because Ethan didn't want the government
to
to
know his
know how
financial
much money he
information,
made. Right.
which is stupid because, dude, they know it's called taxes. It's called
It's
the
it's
IRS.
such a turn off with
It's
him.
so
He has fallen so far in my eyes.
everything about him is a
Yeah.
turn off.
Yeah.
Everything. He is a terrible person.
Yeah.
Um,
You
and so
know they're not paying taxes. They're trying not to.
they're trying not to
Yeah.
in some way, shape, or form. So Olivia put out the video talking about, how it had been like a year and a half of Ethan dragging his feet on the divorce, and she kept trying, and she would, I felt it sounded to me like she was putting some energy into it, but not putting hard energy into it because I
Mhm.
think she knows if she puts hard energy into it, he's going to shut down even more. It's a
Mhm.
delicate balancing game of getting him to do what she wants him to do. So they went back and forth with the paper, and then all of a sudden he starts messaging her going, "We need to finalize the divorce now." And
Mhm.
she's like, "Okay, well, I need to do my taxes for last year because technically they're still married, so there's impacts to that."
Well, and she said that she had a business venture she had to detangle herself from. Like,
Yes.
it sounded like the girl is being smart
Mhm.
and dissolving some kind of business before this all hits
My
paperwork.
my guess, and I wouldn't be shocked if she and Ethan had some sort of like LLC together
Maybe.
surrounding the show,
Mhm.
I mean, I'm sure, the Plaths probably have 17 different corporations for
I
different
think
things.
Olivia makes a lot more money than him.
Oh, she absolutely
Yeah,
makes a lot more money than
yeah.
him. Absolutely. If I were not poor right now, because I'm in my poor life, Amy
Mhm.
Orman would not approve of what I'm about to
No,
say, which is why I'm not
no.
doing it. She mentioned being, like, in the Philadelphia area to do, like, a port. I would absolutely, if I had extra cash to throw away, I would
Mhm.
100% do portraits with her,
No,
even just to talk to her.
no,
You wouldn't allow that?
no.
Okay. Well,
Mm-mm.
what if I was really rich and I had all the money I
Yes,
needed?
if you're really rich,
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Not right now. Not in my
Correct.
austerity era, which is why I'm not
Correct.
doing it.
Correct.
I'm in my austerity era. So, not doing that. So, but anyway, I would absolutely, she's incredibly successful.
Mhm. I love it for
Never
her.
mind the brand deals she does, never mind the modeling that she does. Like, she's fine.
Yep.
But she just kept saying to him, like, look, I will deal with this after I file my taxes. Basically, call me April 16th, 2025, and we can talk.
Yeah,
And
but
then it turns out the reason
go
he was
ahead.
putting on the full court press to get divorced is because he's got himself a fiance.
That was quick.
That was quick. Well, you knew it would be
He
quick.
just rolled out that girlfriend.
He can't be alone. Tegan, I believe is her name.
And then she had a message for Tegan, right? What
Yeah,
was her?
basically like good luck to you, girl.
Yeah, and she made some mention, guys, about maybe I don't want to be held at gunpoint because I'm not a Christian nationalist.
Yes.
Ooh.
I think I mean, we knew that it was dark. We didn't know it was dark for a while. And then
Mhm.
I think for the last season, it became real clear it was dark. When she would only see him on camera in their
Yeah.
kitchen and looked like she was in the midst of a fight or flight
Yeah.
breakdown, I knew something dark had happened. I
Jesus.
I mean, he abused her.
Yes.
100% abused her.
100%. 100%.
He has laid hands on her. He has
And he
threatened.
has intimidated her.
Yes.
Like,
He
what
is
people don't understand is when you have somebody backed against a corner and you're threatening to hurt them or you're just presenting yourself as threatening, that's intimidation and that is
that's
abuse.
that's abuse.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. She
Mm.
did not feel safe around him
Yeah.
for a multitude of very good reasons.
Mhm.
So,
Ugh.
but I'm kind of proud of her. And then he, after the 16th, he started harassing her again. So she's like, I blocked him and I'm just going to have my attorney deal with it. I'm like,
Well,
that's the right answer.
I was just gonna say that. You know a way to guarantee he doesn't shut down divorce papers? Have him served by an attorney,
Yeah.
like the
Just,
proper way.
just
Mhm.
get Olivia. I know you have money. You're going to be fine. You're just going to have to throw some cash at this problem,
Yeah.
but get yourself
Yeah.
an attorney and just have them deal with it. That's what
Mhm.
attorneys do
Yep.
in
Yep.
contentious divorces.
Yeah.
Let someone else handle it. But yikes. But what are we talked a little bit about what we're going to do, and unless there's very obvious proof that Veronica and Olivia are burning this whole thing to the ground,
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
don't
we can do it.
and we are going to do Plathville won our rewatch poll, so
Mhm.
we are going to do Plathville season 1. We're gonna do there's only 6 episodes, we're gonna do, like, 1 and 2 together, 3 and
Yep.
4 and 5 and 6, so it'll take us 3 weeks,
And that's really the all shucks period.
and we are just gonna use it to rip into Mama and Barry.
Mhm.
It'll be interesting because we
Well,
can see how like, we'll be able to see with the context we have now, we'll be
mhm.
able to see where the seeds were
Yeah.
early on.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I
I'm
mean,
actually looking forward to it because it's been since it aired that I saw season 1.
yeah, same. And well, not since it aired, but not long after. And then you and I were on Dr. Adams' show to talk about season 2 Plathville. And
Mhm.
that was already interesting enough to see just Mariah coming apart at the seams.
And what was so great is Dr. Adam has not watched it all the way
Right.
through.
So he doesn't
So
know.
we were like, "Oh, boy.
Dude,
Yeah. Here we go."
hold on to your seat
Yeah.
because you're about to
Yeah.
go on a wild ride. So that's Plathville.
Okay, we don't have much Bayou, news. The
No,
only thing I want to bring up is, Amanda, why is Gypsy Rose
reaching
talking
out
to
to
E.
East Scott.
Scott?
Why?
Why? Why?
Why?
And then I started thinking, where did E. Scott come from? I remember he was on the season with Lydia
Yes.
on Love
Single
is
life.
Paradise, but or Single Life, but
Single
where
life.
he was on before that with
No,
somebody.
no. Lydia was his first person.
Are you sure?
I am absolutely sure. He showed up for Lydia.
Hmm. I want to say cuz he was a respiratory therapist.
Supposedly, yeah.
Okay, his name is E. Scott. He
Scott
loves
Warren.
Great Danes, pumping iron, and I'm on Reddit right
Oh,
now,
oh,
just
okay.
looking. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna pause.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay, I am wrong. It wasn't Single Life, it was Love in Paradise, but
Mm-hmm.
still, it was a spinoff. It
Mm.
was just with Lydia. He also appeared on a couple of episodes of The Family Chantel at the very, very end
Okay.
as part of the fighting.
Maybe that's where I saw him
Yeah.
of. Maybe.
But yeah, no, 90 Day Fiance star. Okay. Scott Warren
Okay.
has been through many ups and downs in his love life. He appeared on the third season of 90 Day Fiance Love in Paradise. He got linked to Pedro Jimeno's mother, Lydia, and even flew to meet her in person. However, Scott later dumped Lydia's mom. No. However, Scott later was dumped by Lydia, saying they had communication problems.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why I thought he was like, cuz I remember when I saw him on the Single Life with Lydia, I was like, "Oh my god, now he's dating Lydia." So I thought he was
Nope.
already in our universe.
Nope. This is where we met him.
Okay. Ugh.
He's so
Huh.
gross.
Well, I don't know why Gypsy
Why is Gypsy Rose
Rose
reaching out to him?
like this is the problem I have with Gypsy Rose.
Yeah, she has no boundaries. She is not a good she's not two good cents in her head rubbing together. She's not making good choices.
I actually got an interesting uh message from a BDF about.
So you're safe from Gypsy Rose.
No, I hope I'm not mispronouncing this person's name, but this is BDF Donnell, I
Okay.
think. Okay. So this was interesting because this is a BDF of color, and she had an interesting perspective on the Gypsy Rose thing, and I wanted
Oh,
to read it and talk about it.
oh, cool.
Amy, I just listened to the most recent episode. Here's my problem with her. I absolutely have empathy for all the childhood trauma she endured with her mother. She has served her time and deserves a chance at a good life. As a person of color, though, I can't help but think about the countless number
Yeah.
of people of color, especially women, who did the same thing, quote, or in parentheses, killing their abusers, who haven't been granted the opportunities that she has been given. Some are even serving life sentences.
Yep.
I don't think she realizes how lucky she is because she was made an instant celebrity before and upon her release. She could be using her platform to advocate. Instead, she's on TikTok acting a fool and bringing the wrong type of attention to herself. I never hear this perspective, so I thought I might add in my 2 cents. Love the pod. Thank
Could
you,
not agree
BDF.
more.
That was, and so here's what I said in response. I was like, I totally agree with that. That's 100% valid.
Mhm.
My problem though is people aren't like these TikTok people who are hating her
Right.
are just your white women TikTokers who are
Yeah.
hating, like nobody's going after her for that. That's a valid criticism.
That's a very valid
Yes.
criticism.
The people that we're calling out are just hating her to make money.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is 100% a valid criticism, and I hadn't really thought about it until the moment you said, and I was like, "Oh god, yes,"
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
yes, she did a horrible thing. She was horribly abused. She
Mhm.
served her time. I know there's some controversy in our little community about that. You
Yep.
and I just agree those are facts.
Yes.
Whether other people agree or not doesn't matter. Those are the facts you and I agree to for this conversation. And she's a cute white woman.
Mhm.
And I mean, we talk about this all the time. We talked about it when you did Gabby Petito, and
Mhm.
we've talked
Mhm.
about it with Sherry Papini. Like, cute white women get a ton more attention when bad things happen than when
Mhm.
women of color, indigenous women, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, and it's similar to the Menendez case. We
It
talked
is.
about it around that. Like, there are men of color sitting in prison for life for like, I don't know, having 2 pounds of weed on them or something.
Right.
And
Right.
these guys murdered their parents
In
and
cold
might get
blood
out. Yeah.
with a shotgun to the face.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
So
it
it's
our justice system is so incredibly racially biased that
mhm.
it's not
Mhm.
even I don't know how anybody can say it's not. I know there are people who say it isn't, but
It
it
is.
is so biased and
Many of
people
our systems
are
that
so
have been
biased.
created historically were created
Yes.
with racial bias.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely, and still live in it, and it's not
mhm.
going away anytime soon,
Mm-mm.
unfortunately. But I think that's a really valid point. She could be using her platform in a really important and inspiring way.
I don't
She's
think she
not.
knows how to do
I
it.
don't think she does either, and she doesn't
Mm-mm.
I think the best advice she has is coming from Mike, and he can only do so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he can only go where she wants to go.
Well, and I think
And
if
she did go to that thing at San Francisco State to talk about prison reform, and
She did, but, like, what does she have to say about prison reform?
Yeah, she needs t what if I were
She needs
her,
to find her message first.
find find her message and then get educated about it. So if
Mhm,
I were her, okay, she's busy having a baby right now, so we'll give her a pause on
mhm.
that, with Aurora Urkel,
Yeah,
um, whose name isn't really actually Aurora Urkel, but I like saying it that way.
yeah.
Um, what I would if I were her, if I were Gypsy Rose, I'd obviously focus on having my baby right now, and then I would go to school and I'd probably get a degree in criminal justice.
Like a Kim Kardashian.
Like Kim well, hopefully better than Kim Kardashian. But I'd get a degree in criminal justice and I'd figure out a platform to advocate for,
See,
whether it's for
I
abuse victims or whatever it is, how you get out of prison and I don't know what it is, but she needs an education before she can be really effective, I think.
see, I think the lane she should go in
Okay.
is, fictitious disorder expert.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
that's
if I were her, I'd get a degree in psychology
okay. I
and
mean, if
talk
she wants
to
to do prison stuff or if she wants to do abuse stuff, but
Yep.
you agree she needs an
And
education
talk
in
to
something
people about what are some of the signs of this? Where does it come from? What should we be looking for?
Mhm.
How can we better train doctors
To see
to
this.
see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I would go with it.
Yeah.
Just
Uh,
because I think she did okay in prison.
I think she
So,
did
like,
okay in
I
prison
wouldn't
too.
buy her as somebody who needs to talk about prison reform
And
because she
from what
did
it
okay.
sounds like, she actually liked prison.
Yeah, well, it was
Well, she
better
had a
than
ton more
living with
freedom.
TD.
Yeah.
Or, she could just become the new spokesperson for Roundup.
Jesus Christ.
Grandma's vitamins.
Grandma's vitamins. Do you think they clean up her grave with Roundup on a regular
All right.
We are terrible human beings, but
So
that's
that's
part of
the Bayou. Not much happening,
no,
but I
no,
did
and
wanna share that feedback
Rod's
I
not
thought.
doing a whole lot.
No, of course not. Mm-mm.
I think actually what Gypsy's doing is just sitting there being a new mom.
Yeah.
I mean, her baby's 5 months old. She's
Is
busy.
Gyp Hey guys, Ron Anderson here. Is Gypsy being a new mom? Red for yes, blue
Yeah.
for no. Red for yes, blue for no.
Red,
All right.
red, red.
All right. Sister wives. Ugh.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to talk to everybody about this upcoming episode, which you guys will hear tomorrow. So this is the episode about Garrison.
Yes, it is.
You will not think it is because the first 10 to 15 minutes is ridiculous David jumping over a fence to get a frisbee.
And Mary getting new tablecloths.
Yeah.
Like it's the old school sister wives fluff that
Yeah.
we used to mock
And then
terribly.
it takes a real hard turn.
It really does. And I've had a couple of BDFs reach out. I had a really great conversation yesterday with one of the trash bags who had a lot of anxiety about this episode. And I
Mhm.
know people have a lot of anxiety about this episode.
Mhm.
We can't give anything away because we're embargoed.
Mhm.
I will say though, I think they did it well.
I sobbed
Of course
the
you did.
entire time.
Of course you did. I got weepy.
Yes, sobbed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got weepy.
So here's what we're going
Honey,
to do.
you sob in the cheese section at Wegmans. I don't think this is a good barometer. I think the fact that I got weepy is a better barometer.
Here's what we're going to do. Our plan is we are fully going forward with this. I
Yep.
have no doubt in my mind that we can have a respectful conversation about it.
Mhm.
Um, we are going to put the episode out on the free feed for everybody to hear.
Yes.
I'm going to do everything I can to take ads out of it. I can absolutely not put ads anywhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But I can't guarantee I could shut them off on the ends.
Yeah.
So you might have a little in the beginning before the episode starts and a little at the end. I'll do what I can.
You can only control
Mhm.
so much.
Yeah. But we want this to be free because we want to talk a lot about, suicide prevention, mental health, give
Mhm.
some resources.
Yep.
So we want everybody to be able to hear that. So I
Mhm.
hope that, you guys who are our twin flames who are on our paid feed are okay with that. You're going to be sharing your episode with everybody else this week. But
Yeah.
I think it's an important episode and people need to hear us talk about it.
I agree. I mean, we haven't really talked much about it at all other than to say we thought they did it well.
Mhm.
I think we can have a really rich and nuanced conversation, and I think all of us who cover the Browns are going to do the same. I
Yes.
know we've
And
some of us have we haven't had like a group convo, but I feel like I've
mm,
talked to almost everybody who covers this
mhm.
show at some point about how we want to handle this
And
because we all knew it was coming.
here's what I ask. I ask that if you comment on the episode or you talk about it in the group, that you just be respectful
Mhm.
And please refrain from we're gonna give Cody a pass this week.
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna just he displays some real emotion this episode.
He does.
We're gonna not kick him while he's down. We're gonna give
Mhm.
him a pass.
He's a grieving father, and we're gonna treat him as a
He's a
grieving father.
grieving father. He's a human being.
Yeah.
And so all I ask is that you stay respectful. And like I said when this happened, you can't tell Cody anything he's not already thinking.
Mhm. And that
You know what
actually
I mean?
becomes really clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
So let's just, I trust all of you guys. You know how to act. Let's
mhm.
just keep it respectful. And I think it's gonna be I'm looking forward to talking about it.
I
I
am
think it's
too.
gonna be an interesting episode. And boy, Janelle is fucking brave to put this on
Yes, she is.
television because she's out there. I
She is
mean,
very
yeah,
she and Cody are both very raw, and I think it's very brave of both of them.
yeah. And who did I hear saying was it who was I listening to? And they said maybe it was Ace and Caitlin that they said they heard that McKelty said in one of the lives that Cody and Janelle had complete control over this episode.
Good. That's
Yeah.
all I care about
Yep. Like everything that was included, everything was
through
Cody and
them.
Janelle's
Good.
decision.
And that all along, that's all we said is like, as however Cody and Janelle wanna do this is how it should be done.
Yeah.
Full stop. This is their child. This is their
Yep.
story. We can mock and dunk on the Browns all day, every day, but I won't
Mhm.
dunk on them about this.
No, absolutely not. This is every parent's worst nightmare, every
Yeah.
brother's worst
This
nightmare,
is every
sister's, mother's,
this is
everybody's.
everybody who loves somebody's worst
Yeah.
nightmare.
Yeah. So we're going to cover it. It will
Mhm.
be out Sunday night. I'll
Yep.
drop it free
Mhm.
and I hope that maybe we can reach some people who might need some resources and just kind of gather around for this.
I said to the trash bag I was talking to who had some anxiety about this, I said, "I think this episode has the potential to save lives." And I do.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
do. And
Absolutely.
I think it's important.
And Janelle's very open with
She
what
is.
he was struggling with, and
Yep.
she's very open about it.
I love her so much.
I love her too. All right. So now, Amanda, let's transition into what are we watching?
No, we have happy sister wives news. We didn't
Oh
even
my
talk about
god,
it
I
yet.
totally forgot about it. I'm sorry. Okay.
Aspen's having a baby.
Aspen is pregnant.
And she's real pregnant.
She's doing July.
I know. She is
So what is
real
it, May?
fucking pregnant.
She's
Yes.
like 7 months pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did this go unnoticed?
So she's got to have been flying under the radar big
Wow.
time.
Wow.
Because so the way
Nobody
this
went into her store and saw her?
apparently not.
Mm.
I don't know if she works on the retail floor, if she works for the corporate though.
Oh, maybe you're right.
I think she might work
Mhm.
for corporate. So she
Mhm.
works for Kendra Scott.
Mhm. Is
Which
that a famous
I now have
person?
my very first piece of Kendra Scott jewelry. I'm wearing it right now.
Is that a famous person?
It's a well-known brand line of jewelry.
Okay. Okay.
I
She's
don't
not a housewife?
Yeah, this is not a Brandy Carlisle, Julie Glanville, Brandy Glanville,
Okay.
whatever it was that I
Okay.
fucked up so badly.
Okay. Okay.
Um, no, she's not a housewife, but,
Okay.
um, speaking of housewives, put a pin in housewives for a minute before we get to what are we watching.
Mhm. Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support.
But no, Kendra Scott's a very well-known line of jewelry, and that's who Aspen's worked for, I think, her entire career. I think she left
Mhm.
college and worked there. And, she was just on the local, like, Salt Lake City.
Fox 13 in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, just the normal news,
Mhm.
and there she is, Aspen Thompson, 'cause that's who
Yeah,
she
and
is.
they even confirmed because the woman said to her, "Oh, and you're expecting your own little bundle of joy," and she said, "Yep, I'm."
'Cause it was a whole special on what Kendra Scott pieces to
Yeah,
get for mothers.
yeah,
And she got bangs.
yeah. She looks great.
She looks
She's gonna
great.
be a great mother.
God, she's gonna be
Yeah,
amazing. Mitch, the mute Amish guy, he'll be a great dad.
I mean, he taught truly Grace Brown how to ride a bike.
Well,
He
not
can do.
really,
Yeah,
but he got
yeah.
close. He got
Well,
closer than anyone else has ever gotten.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think they'll be great. I'm surprised because we said for a long time, we thought, I think it's Logan and Michelle who are really clear that they don't want children.
Well, Logan was parentified as fuck.
Yeah, but
I
so
mean,
was
he
Aspen.
raised he raised a bunch of kids. Yeah,
He
so
did.
it was
So
Aspen.
was
I agree.
Aspen.
That's why I'm surprised she
Yeah,
wants
we
children,
thought
but
she was like, "I did my kids, I'm done." But
maybe
good.
like Jasmine and Gino style. His dick is so small the condom slid off.
I don't wanna talk about Mitch the mute
I
Amish's
know.
dick.
I know.
Oh
No,
gosh.
I'm happy for
I'm
them.
happy for them too.
Yeah.
She looked
Yeah.
great. She looked real
Yeah.
happy. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's how that got leaked to the world.
Yeah.
Just her
Yeah.
doing a little morning
Yeah.
Mother's Day gift show.
Okay, Real Housewives?
Real Housewives. So I finished it yesterday, all of Heather Gay's book, Bad Mormon, and it's
Okay.
good.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to it.
You really should. It's really
Yeah.
interesting. The Housewives piece is, I think the audiobook itself is like 6 hours or something.
Mhm.
The Housewives piece is about an hour of it. It is her life story from birth until landing housewives, and it gets kind of sort of through the first season. The last big thing she talks about is coming out to her children that she wants to leave the church, which is the
Mhm.
next episode you and I are going to cover. So
Yeah.
that's all season 1. Um, she's a fascinating person, and I think she is one of those people, and I identified with this, who has sort of always felt like she didn't fit in the box she was brought into.
Mm. Okay.
And there's the pressure of Mormonism. She's the middle child. Her family was, super duper Mormon.
Mhm. And she married,
She
uh,
married another super
Mormon
duper
royalty.
Mormon. Not so much Mormon royalty, but more Mormon rich man.
Mhm.
Um, and within minutes they were like, "Ugh, we shouldn't have gotten
Mm.
married," but they didn't have
Okay.
a choice of what to do because, Mormonism, you can't get divorced. It was just really interesting to hear kind of all the ways she started to open up the world and start to push against it. She was an entrepreneur in college. She started a jewelry line in college. She managed a tanning studio in college.
Wow,
Like,
look at her.
she has always been a go-getter.
Okay.
And it's interesting to hear how she wound up with Beauty Lab and
Beauty
Laser.
laser la Beauty lab and laser? Yeah.
Beauty Lab and Laser. Yeah, she didn't get into that the way that I think you think she would have gotten
I
into it.
really need to go to Salt Lake City.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's a great
We
city.
were
It's
talking
beautiful.
last night. We need to plan some BDF meetups for the fall.
We do.
Oh, should we announce that we have the virtual BDF meetup coming up?
Yes,
Remember we
sure.
talked about it? Do we
Yes.
have a date for that?
We don't.
Yes, we did. We said
Oh,
it
did we?
sometime in April or sometime in
Well, if it's sometime in
May.
April, we missed
Sometime in
it.
May. Here. I got it.
Yes.
It's 7 p.m. on May 25th.
Okay. I think that is correct. That sounds
But
right.
now I'm rethinking that because that's a holiday weekend. And are
But that
people going to have plans or be out of town or you know what I mean?
Amy, anytime we do this, people are going to
Okay.
be
All
doing
right.
something.
Okay.
And we're going to
It's
do a couple of them.
okay. So virtual meetup, we will send out a Zoom sign
Yep.
up. We're going to limit it to what did we say? 20?
Yep.
20
And it'll be an
people.
actual Zoom, not like the YouTube lives where you guys can only
Yes,
text
it'll be a
chat.
Zoom. We'll be on a call with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can talk about anything you want.
Yeah. So that's an important announcement. I'll put out something a little more formal, but we're just dropping it. Dropping
Yep.
the tea here for right now.
Yep.
Okay. And we're looking real forward to chatting with some people.
Mhm.
We're going to have a New York City meetup in the fall. I think we're
Yes.
doing some kind of Mad Men
Something.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to start getting on that.
Yeah. And then, hopefully West Coast.
Yeah. We're talking about Vegas in the fall, maybe.
Vegas.
Take me to Vegas.
Yeah.
Take me to Vegas.
I
Right
mean, I'm
now.
going to Pittsburgh a lot.
You're going to be going to Pittsburgh a lot. I'm not going anywhere. So,
Okay. All right.
because we're not going anywhere. Because again,
Okay.
we're in our austerity program portion of our life right now.
Let's go into what are we watching?
What are we watching? I'm watching Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, okay. Guys, spoilers.
We are going to talk about through
Mhm.
this current episode,
Which is episode
6.
5? Okay, 6.
Surprise is the title of it, and there is it's a short
Yes.
episode too,
Yeah.
because we were eating dinner on our couch because I got home late from acupuncture last night,
Mhm.
and we had finished Lalu, and so I'm like, let's put this on, and then paused for some reason. I don't remember what happened. Regardless, we had to pause, and I was like, "There's only 5 minutes left," like
Mhm.
because it's
Mhm.
only like a 36-minute episode, but
Yeah. So I love the idea that Lawrence may now have to work for them because
Mhm.
he's going to become part of the resistance, right?
He
And
has to.
where I'm confused is what is going on with Aunt Lydia? Like where is she going to end up?
I
Is
don't
she gonna
know.
become part of the resistance? Because
No.
now we're kinda getting to the point where people are gonna be part of the resistance or part of Gilead. Because what we've learned is that New Bethlehem is a trap.
Yep. New Bethlehem is a big joke,
Yeah.
basically.
So Lawrence and they wanna put Lawrence on the wall. So he
Yep.
overheard this very conveniently thanks to Janine.
Yep.
And so what is gonna happen with Lydia? Where is she gonna fall?
I think she's gonna fall with Gilead.
Oh,
I
okay.
think she believes in it. Well, we know she believes in it, but I really think she's thinking, "I'm gonna get Janine out of Jezebel's. I'm gonna get her into, like, the former handmaid's, like, fertility clinic work."
Which is still not free.
No, of
You're
course
still
it's
not
not
free
fucking
women.
free.
Yeah.
Lydia doesn't care about freedom.
No.
She cares about the greater good of Gilead, but watching Janine just unload on her
Was so great.
was
Was
so
so
fucking
great.
great to be
Guys, if
like,
you
"The
if you've
only way you
hesi
make me is give me my fucking baby back."
if you've hesitated to watch this season, there's a lot of people saying things that we've been wanting them to say for a long time.
Yes.
There's a
Yes.
lot of that going on, which I love. Like
Yeah.
June telling off Serena. "I'll never
Multiple
forgive you."
times.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and that happened this episode. There was a lot of big stuff that happened this
Yeah.
episode,
A lot of
and
important conversations.
Serena saying, "I'm just trying to get you to forgive me," and June's like, "I'm not gonna fucking do it."
There's no forget let us not forget, Serena Joy's the architect of this.
Yes. And
No.
Serena Joy stole her baby, and Serena Joy held her down while her husband raped her. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you, bitch. Like,
And Serena Joy beat her
and beat
several
her.
times.
Yes.
Also, I'm real interested in what's his name? The guy from Dead Poet Society. The
Oh,
guy who
Josh Charles.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very interested in his character. Like,
I don't trust him
and
as far as I can
I
throw
don't
him.
either. And I love how June said to Serena, like, here you are subjugating yourself to a powerful man yet again.
I know. She's like, "Well, he's not like Fred." And I just love June going, "Was Fred like Fred to begin with?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
It was
yeah,
great. It was great.
it's so good. But at the very end, guys,
So
holy fuck.
if you're
Spoiler,
not
spoiler,
watching,
spoiler.
yeah, what we found out at the end was okay. So it's kind of a
And I
red
felt so
herring too.
vindicated because I've always been anti Nick.
But I'm still not anti Nick, and I'll explain why.
Okay.
So Nick is up to some shenanigans. He's helping the resistance. He had to go back to Jezebel's, get some letters, blah blah blah. Well, he got caught,
Mhm.
and he murdered somebody too.
Oh, yeah.
And he got caught, and by
By
what
that
is
gross
Josh
guy.
Charles' name? Can we look it
Um,
up?
it's like
Josh
Warden.
Charles, Commander Wharton. Yeah,
Wharton.
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 So Commander
I don't know.
Bell
To me, he's
catches
just Josh
him.
Charles.
Commander Bell catches him in
Yes. Who's the
Jezebel's.
real
Who's
gross one.
and he calls up Commander Wharton. So Commander Wharton, Nick is
Knows that
married
Nick
to
was
his
there.
daughter, don't forget. And what I think Nick had to do is Nick had to give him something and
Of why
knew
he was
that
at Jezebel's.
yes, and had it because this guy has his number. He knows he killed that person. He knows it.
Oh, yeah.
He like so it I feel like Nick is gonna say it was either I had to give you up or I had to give up the plan on Jezebel's.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't gonna give you up.
Maybe.
That's what he had to say.
Maybe.
'Cause
I
he
don't know.
had to give him something or the Nick has to operate within the system.
Yeah, oh, yes,
That is the
absolutely.
most important place we need him because you need somebody inside the system.
The thing is,
And if he outs himself out of that system,
yeah,
they're fucked.
they are fucked. They have no in
Yeah.
anymore other than Lawrence. But Nick doesn't know how turned Lawrence is at this
Yeah,
point.
and we don't even know if we can trust Lawrence.
I trust Lawrence more than I trust Nick.
Okay, see, I don't.
I have never trusted Nick.
I
I
love
have never
Nick.
understood
I
people
love
being
Nick
like
and June
this.
together.
I have never understood the people who are like, they're the real love story. Like, no,
I
they're
don't
fucking not.
I don't think they're the real love story. I think honestly, June is in love with two men.
Yeah,
And I think
polyamory might solve this problem for
and I
June.
think as a viewer, I feel torn between the two
Oh, I
relationships.
don't at
So
all.
it's very well done, in
Uh,
my opinion.
Yeah, I know. I
Mhm.
know I am the outlier here on the like.
I
I
don't
don't
think you are. I think most people like
the
June
Nick
and
and
Luke.
June thing at all.
No,
I've
you're
never.
not the outlier.
Oh, okay, I have never seen it. I've never felt it was genuine. I felt they've been trauma bonded.
Yeah.
I feel like they have an intense bond. I don't
Yeah.
think it's love.
Here's the thing. I think June I'm talking about June when she first came out and was reunited with Luke.
Mhm.
June is a completely different person.
Oh yeah,
What happened to June altered her DNA
forever. Yes.
forever. Luke doesn't know that version of her.
No.
Only Nick does. And I think that
Yeah.
is a thing that you can't undo.
Yeah, Nick
And
only
it's
knows
like
part of it, though. I
and
don't
it's
know.
like a tragic circumstance. Like, it's nobody's fault.
No.
Well, it's
Well,
Gilead's fault,
it's a lot of people's
but it's
fault.
not Luke's fault, it's not Nick's fault, it's not June's fault, is my
Yeah.
point. It's
Yeah.
just I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I could talk about this forever. Okay.
I've just never gotten the June Nick thing. I've always
Mhm.
been team Luke.
I get it.
So,
I get it.
we'll see. But I either Nick was doing said just what he needed to get himself out of there so he didn't wind up on the wall himself,
Mhm.
or he's a total traitor
I think he
to
couldn't give up
June.
June. I think that's what it was.
Okay, we'll see. We shall see, but still, fuck.
I think him giving up Jezebel's was the least impactful thing. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like, it hasn't happened yet, nobody's gonna get hurt.
right.
Although, where'd they send the handmaids? Where's Janine?
Yeah,
Because Wharton shut down Jezebel, so
yeah.
where's Janine?
Where's
That
Janine?
worries
Yeah,
me.
that worries me too. Because
Okay.
Janine is so amazing. What are you watching?
In sharp contrast,
Yes.
I'm watching a little bit of Ransom Canyon. I just
Okay,
started it.
okay.
Oh my god, it has everything. In the first let me just tell you what happens in the first episode. In the first episode,
Mhm.
and I don't even know if I got to the end of the first episode, but
Okay.
in the first episode, we open on, Josh Duhamel, is that his name?
Yes.
And he can't grow a beard. I don't know why he's trying, but anyway, he's all, like, sad.
Okay,
And he's going over to his brother-in-law's house, and we learn that his wife is dead. He's a widow.
okay.
Check. Okay.
Right,
Tragic
that's hot
backstory.
for you. Yep, mhm.
And then, his sister or his wife's brother is a real dickbag who's trying to get a pipeline put across property.
Okay.
Check.
Right.
And then, we learn that Josh Duhamel is, like, the owner of 80,000 acres and won't sell because
Okay.
we gotta preserve the land. Check.
Save the ranch.
Yep. And then the kid, okay, so he has a son. We get the requisite fight of I wish it was you who died instead of mom. He takes off in the fancy sports car that the brother-in-law bought for him, his uncle
Okay.
bought for him, dies.
Oh, shit.
I'm
Okay.
like, "Oh my god." So we have double the trauma on our main
Wow.
character. Mhm.
That didn't take long.
There's a real hot woman who's
Okay.
like the town, like she runs the dance hall, but the music numbers keep canceling.
Oh,
How's she
okay.
gonna run the dance hall?
Well, this sounds
But
like that sounds like the club from
yes,
Married
yes,
Gentlemen.
but she's also a talented pianist.
Sure.
Okay.
What time period
Um,
does this take place in?
current.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
Okay. And another thing is all the adults go to the high school football game. Why, I don't know.
Okay.
And
Is it like Friday Night Lights?
so of course the brother-in-law and Josh Duhamel are fighting over this beautiful woman.
Ah, of
But
course.
she's into Josh Duhamel, but he wants nothing to do with it because he's so tortured and hurt.
Of course.
And they get to the football game, and then he sees a banner in remembrance of his son, and he has to leave. He has to leave.
Oh god.
It's so cheesy.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's only episode 1, and I'm into it.
Of course you are. I'm gonna guess this is not a Timmy and Amy show. This is just
No.
an Amy
No,
show.
I don't even know if I can admit to Timmy I'm watching it.
Well, he's gonna edit this episode, so he'll know. He listens to all of our stuff, so he will eventually know.
So, what are Timmy and I watching together? We're watching The Last of Us.
We haven't started yet, but we need to.
Okay, and we're watching, Friends and Neighbors.
Oh, I really wanna watch that too.
I'm still struggling with John Hamm.
Okay.
I feel about John Hamm like I feel about Melanie Linsky.
Okay.
They are beloved treasures
Yes.
to our society, but I don't know if they're the best actors.
Okay.
John Hamm really hit onto something when he was Don Draper, and
Mhm.
I don't know if he's been as good in any role since.
I'd say he was almost equally as good in the morning show, but there was just a lot less of him.
Okay.
The show wasn't him.
I'm
Like,
interested to know if
Mad
you guys
Max.
are watching Friends and Neighbors, what you think of John Hamm in
Okay.
it. Because I'm struggling. But I will say this his sister is a character,
Okay.
and she's a really good musician. And she did an acoustic version of the Thompson Twins' Hold Me Now, which was
Oh,
amazing.
okay.
Amazing.
Cool.
She
I love
also
that song.
was doing some Radiohead early on, like,
Oh,
she's a really fun character, I like her a lot.
cool. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
So
Folks, if you're hearing a cat, your cat's not trapped somewhere. Leo's
oh,
having a moment. I don't know what's
okay.
happening.
But overall, I only give that show, like, maybe a 7 out of 10. No, not even. Maybe a 6 out of 10, like, it's okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
disappointing because I
Yeah.
wanna watch it, and I really like the Apple shows a lot.
I do too.
So,
I do too.
okay.
Yeah. Alright, I think we said it all.
I think we have said it all.
Yeah, there was something else I was watching. Oh, we're watching Black Mirror,
Mm.
and that's good. I like that show.
Leo, is there anything you're watching?
Nope, he's just watching us.
Yeah, he's just watching us.
He's always watching us watching him.
You don't even watch Toby TV. You're not into Toby TV.
Aw. Alright, guys, thank you so much for listening. Amanda,
Yes.
did we cover it all? We said it all.
We've said it all and
Should I
then
play us
some.
out with the breaking news music?
Yes, you should.
Alright, thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone. Bye.